Welcome to another RSR. Tonight, we are reviewing Toronto FC 1, Charlotte FC 0, MLS 2024 Week 3. Toronto FC wins once again, 2 weeks in a row for the first time in God knows how long. Another wonder goal by Lorenzo Insigne. This time it was a little bit more shaky than the New England game, but again, they got it done this time with Luka Girault in goal. You know what? Pretty damn good performance. Charlotte impressed me, though, but we'll get there. First off, the first half ended 0-0. Toronto sort of got pushed around, I would say. Gavran made a couple of mistakes, or made a mistake. Could have got a penalty called on him, even though Capetti dived, which, good call, it wasn't a pen. Good call, wasn't a pen. Right call. Possible red card on David Flores. Luckily, they said nothing on that as well. He stayed on. 2 VAR checks, and the Scabs didn't screw us. So you know what? That's a good day already. That's a good day already. The Scabs didn't screw us. It's a good day already. First half, Charlotte. Charlotte played tough. They defended well. They played the ball forward. They had some good chances. Even without Aguimang on starting, because he should have, because Patrick Aguimang is better than Enzo Capetti. But we'll talk about that later. They did exactly what they needed to do, Charlotte, except score a goal. Toronto was a little bit weary in that first half. They defended well. Gavran did what he needed to do. Long played well throughout the half. Coelho played well. David Flores played well. I mean, TFC defended very well without any Richie Larea, without Sean Johnson. With a couple of players out, they defended pretty damn well, I gotta say, and played pretty damn well. Gomes, again, Nixon Gomes, another good game from him. Another great game from him. Damn good player. I could see why they wanted him. Damn good player. No Richie, no problem. No Sean Johnson, no problem. So far, Toronto, again, first half was good enough. They got to the half with a draw. That's what we needed because, I mean, Charlotte was running us ragged a bit. But as it went, second half, Toronto defends well once again, even with Sigurd Råstedt on for the whole half, actually. They replaced Long with Sigurd Råstedt, and he actually played well. I know, crazy. Also bringing on Matty Longstaff. He played pretty well, I think. Good debut for Matty Longstaff. Even though, of course, didn't do much, he still played well. As it is. Bernardeschi made some good runs. They didn't have a striker until Owusu came on, which is honestly a good thing. I think it worked out putting Bernardeschi at the 9. Goal was scored as follows. In the 79th minute, Lorenzo Insigne scores a banger. Another golazo. Takes a run. No defender closes him down. He gets to the top of the box, and he just lets that thing go and just bins it. Just bins it. 1-0 Toronto. In the 80th minute, that's all they needed. That's all they needed. 10 more minutes of defense. They defended well. And that's all they needed, was to defend well, fight through it, and get it done. There you go. Full time, 1-0. No Tobias time to be mentioned. Nothing like that. Full-time stats, 10 shots to 10, 3 shots on goal to 3, 59% possession to 41% possession, 582 passes to 394, 85% pass accuracy to 76, 12 fouls to 13, 3 offside to 1, 2 yellow cards to 4, 0 red cards to 0, and 6 corners to 7. So, first off, I'm going to give Charlotte their props. I really will, because they played well. The way that Charlotte was always supposed to play was mid-table Premier League level ass kickers. That was always the way they were supposed to play. Now that they're playing that way under Dean Smith, guess what? They're pretty damn tough. They're dogs. They look playable. They look like they could do something. I know they made the wild card, but they got curb stomped out of it. Dean Smith doesn't have any really good players besides what stayed, maybe Capetti. He did play well today. Vargas, sure. Agamang. Of course, he has Brett DeJageri. That's the good news. He still has him. He still has Scott Arfield. Played a little bit. Kalina's still a good goalkeeper. But Dean Smith is exactly the type of manager and the type of plan that Charlotte needs to succeed. And you saw it tonight that Charlotte was doing the right things throughout this game. If this was Latanzio Charlotte, Miguel Angel Ramirez Charlotte, they would have got curb stomped. They would have been dominated. They would have been out there losing 3-0. So Dean Smith has really made Charlotte look like a great, better team. So good for him. Amazing to see for their sake. They deserve to be as good as they are. And they're going to have a good season, especially once they get their players, get more players that fit the system. I think they always had the players to fit the system, but Swiderski was sort of a diva anyway, so he's out. But with that being said, Toronto FC, I thought they played very well. I thought Toronto FC played very well. I thought they played well forward. They defended very well. They didn't let Charlotte look like they had any chance to beat us. They definitely defended them out of it. They made sure that Charlotte weren't to beat us. Even if they looked like they were the stronger side at times, the more pressing side, the more attacking side, they still went and got. Toronto still went and got it done. They still scored a goal. They defended well. Everything went, I wouldn't say everything went Toronto's way, but everything of circumstance went Toronto's way. And that's what I want to say, is everything of circumstance went their way. Maybe not everything went their way, but every bounce went their way. Every defense went their way. The Scabs didn't screw us. That went our way. The goal, the beautiful goal by Insigne, once again, by the way, went our way. Another 1-0 win. And honestly, Luka Gavran played as good as I thought. There was a little bit of a drop-off, but I know he's a good goalkeeper. We have a 1A, 1B. That's great. Now, our question truly is, what our question truly is do we want that to be the case? Do we want to work into that? No. If we don't have to, I should say. And you look at it and say, okay, Sean Johnson didn't need him. Richie Larea didn't need him. Gomes played well too. The back line, Sigurd Råsted looked useful for once. It sucks that Mabako was still on the bench, but okay. Owusu didn't look that good. He didn't have to do much anyway. Insigne, again, for me, man of the match is Insigne. He got the goal. He won us 3 points. That's what he should have been doing the whole time he's been here. He's doing what he's supposed to do, finally. So Insigne, man of the match. I know it's a low bar for him to clear, but my God, was he ever so horrible last year. And honestly, most of 2022 after, like, August. So, most of the time he's been here, he's been horrible. So now he's finally man of the match. Great. Good for him. For the first time in a while. Good for him. Man of the match, got the goal. I said him and Sean Johnson last week. Because, of course, this time it's just Lorenzo is man of the match. With that being said, I definitely liked how Insigne played, how this team played. They played very well. This is our best start since 2019. And keep it going. 7 points after 3. That is, like, way ahead of our pace for, like, the past 3 years. And as long as we keep that going, 7 points already. 7 points. We're already, what? Just about near the halfway mark of what we had last year. What? 8, 9, 10? One more win, one more draw. We're there halfway to our points total from last year. Like, wow. Right? Wow. And this team played very well. This team played very well. They played tough. They played strong. They did what they needed to do, and they got it done. Charlotte played tough, too. It was a war. But this proves Toronto's real. And that's my point. This proves that they're real. Good for them. They swung their sword, and they got it done. Dogfight, won it. That's exactly what they did. And I'm happy about it. So with that being said, if you like this video, like it, share, subscribe, you know what it is. Tell your friends, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification once subscribed, send super chats on the live streams, comment on this video, put us in playlist, share with friends and family, all that great stuff. I will see you tomorrow for a live watch along and review of Inter Miami CF versus CF Montreal. You know who we're going for. And you know we're rooting for a big win for Miami. And we're going to be wearing pink. You know that though. See you tomorrow. I'm Ron and I'm out. Peace. Let's go. Let's go.